Here I am again. Oh, I left it quite late to go for walking today, but it's still bright-ish. It's like nearly 5:30 or something like that in the afternoon. In the evening. I know it's staying lighter for longer nowadays, but yeah. Basically, I've been spending most of the day bloody well taking pictures of new comics I need to sell. Yeah, looking up prices of stuff as well. It's so weird, some of these prices. It's hard to work out what to bloody sell things for or what to ask. Oh well. I've got some. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch the videos of these. I ain't going to start yet. This is going to be a while before I even start. I've still got videos of other blinking stock that I've bought. Yeah, and also I was fixing the roof of my shed a bit as well. Unfortunately, the felt that we had wasn't quite long enough to do both halves of the bloody roof. It's a shame. Just a tiny little bit short. Need to get creosote in as well, so. I've been brave today. I've come out without my coat on. No coat and gloves. But when I was out doing the shed roof earlier, it didn't feel too bad out here. So I thought I'd risk it. Got to get home and just got a few more comics I need to take pictures of. I kind of left the ones that I thought were going to be worth money, well, more money to the end. Got yeah, I got, well, I might as well, it doesn't really matter if I spoil it or not anyway, no. Well, a couple of Jim Lee Batman are going at a reasonable price. One of them's got a bit of bad condition, but I don't know, still might go for a tenner. We shall see. We shall see what we can get for them. I was still thinking about slabbing stuff because, like, there's some Star Wars mini-series that I got, and like number 1 and number 4 of this particular series go for big money when they're slabbed, if they're in a good condition. And I look at it and think, well, these are in decent condition. I wonder if it's worth the extra money of having them slabbed. You know? I don't know. It's not an exact science, this comic selling art, that's for sure. It's all very open to interpretation and what people want to pay, really. I've had occasions where, like, comics are supposed to be reasonably sought after, sticking them up on eBay, zero interest. Or there's comics you think are supposed to be worth a bit, you don't get much for them, you know. So it's all very confusing. What to put on eBay and see what it goes for, and what to just give a set price on Facebook. It's hard to know, really. I've got nearly a full run of Superman Rebirth. I don't know, maybe about 8 issues short, and I'm like saying to myself, no, I'm not going to keep them. I'm not going to try and fill out that run. Although it's slightly tempting, I'm not going to do it. I will be strong. I will control myself. In fact, I've only kept a couple of comics for myself. There's an old 80s, I think, Superpowers run from DC. There was only 2 of them in there. Nice Kirby art. I think they're related to a toy line or something. And I thought maybe I'll see if I can get the rest of them. Means I've got to get 4 more issues to fill it. And also there was some nice, I've not seen it before, that very modern kind of thing. It's like these 3D covers. And the way they're able to do it now, it blew me away. I was really like, wow. I was really impressed with how good they look. But I've only ever seen them, people showing them on a video, and you can't, on the video, it just looks flat, you can't see. But I was looking, it was always making my eyes hurt, like the different depth and the different layers of stuff going on the cover. It was just like awesome. I got like Detective Comics ones, and I thought, I'm going to keep them. Why not? Yeah, they're not worth anything anyway. So if I'd like to keep them just to look at myself occasionally, then I might as well do that. But yeah, I've got 3 nice sets of Star Wars. And like, I reckon, don't know that, only 4 parters, but I reckon I could sell them for 50 quid each. Maybe a bit less. But looking at some of them, like, sure, raw, like number 1, it's going like $300 or so. Obviously they're not slab, but they're raw, but they still look good. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. It's never too short to do with these comics, what to put price on for. I know they've got to be immaculate to be worth the money that they say sometimes, like proper immaculate. But I'm going to go back this way. I don't want to get anybody in the picture really. There's a few too many people around. I don't walk out too long anyway. I've just had me really late having my lunch today. Normally I would have had it about 2 or 3 hours ago, but instead I literally only just finished it before I came out for this walk, because taking pictures of comics, and it's a really full day job really. Well, yeah, pretty much. Sorting out how you're going to do it. Yeah, still got to post them up on my selling page. Anyway, so it probably means it'll be a busy night if people are claiming stuff and I've got to put them aside and that kind of thing. I've got a couple of comics in the post today as well that I bought from one of the other sellers on Facebook. A couple of nice old Green Lantern. Ah yeah. First Tattooed Man and a classic. Is it Gil Kane cover? I'm not too sure who did the cover actually, but a few years ago they did a tribute to Julius Schwartz after he'd passed, and they recreated a lot of the old Silver Age covers, and this is the original of the cover that was recreated for that. It's like a peddler selling Green Lantern rings from a box that he's carrying for, he's got hanging from his neck. And he's just selling Green Lantern rings, and the people wearing them and flying off kind of thing. And that's just the classic Silver Age. And so I picked up that one as well. And he threw in an Iron Man for nothing. They were quite expensive, right? Obviously they're old Silver Age ones in pretty decent condition. And he threw in the Iron Man for free, and he let me have postage for nothing as well. So yeah, can't say fairer than that really. Another guy I've bought a lot of stuff off in the past, he's bought stuff off me every now and again. One time we did a trade, comics I wanted, comics he wanted. Obviously you know what a trade is. I've got to explain this to you. Why am I making a thing of it? Anyway, and but this time he bought some more off me. just cheap £1 comics. And there's a couple in there that I was originally going to try to sell for £1. And when I looked at them, I thought, you know what, I might as well just giving this one away for free because it's got so many spine ticks on it. You know what I mean? That's a reader copy, but you know, it's no point quibbling for that kind of, you know. So I said to him, look, a couple of those I sent you were a bit crappy. I said, I'll give you a credit for next time you buy off me. And he was like, no, don't worry about it, mate. It's all good. So fair enough. But the thought was there anyway. There was a tree up here, passed a few times on my walkies, and it always had like a broken branch hanging down. I'm going to go and see if it took any more damage during the storm. Any more bits broke off it. Can't remember where it is, I think it's up here. I'm kind of walking a zigzaggy course because I don't want to be pointing my camera at people. People get paranoid as you walk along with a camera and you think you're recording them, which I have absolutely no interest in doing. Where is that tree that was all broken up? Is there people standing under that tree, or is that another? I don't know if it's people standing under the tree. I can't look if it's people standing under the tree or a bit of tree, to be honest. I think just a bit of tree, because they haven't moved. I know, yeah, I think it's just a bit. As usual, got nothing much to say anyway. Can't look if that's. I think it's someone standing there. Oh. I'm gonna go ignore that, right? Because I can't work out if it's someone standing under the tree or a bit of tree. So I'm gonna forget about it. I think it's kind of people standing under the tree, so I don't want to go walking over there while I'm filming. It's really, you know what it's like, your eyes, I can't remember what the actual phrase of it is, but we're pattern-seeking creatures. It's something to do with our evolution. It's an advantageous thing for us to be able to see patterns. So it's like in our primal instinct brain, you know, if we see a snake, you know, we're attuned to see a pattern and think, oh, is that a so-and-so? Is that this? Is that that? Is that a tiger? So that kind of thing. So it's like an advantageous thing for us to see a pattern. And that's right, fair enough. If we get it wrong, well, that's okay. It's better to be wrong than to have something there and not see it for what it is. But I can't remember what a word is that describes that pattern seeing. I'm not even sure of the word I want. Pattern seeing trait of our nature. Let's go with trait, shall we? I found a nice place to recite a poem, I think. It's quite nice out here today though, it's mildish. It's not too cold by any means, the wind's not up, there's no rain in the air like there has been for the last 3 days. Oh, I've got a message from Zlata. So you listen to what Zlata's got to say.
Mr. Gray, hi, how are you? Lear says thank you, you packed the comics very well.
Just talking about some comics that she bought off me for her mate Leo. I think I'd give them too good of a deal, to be honest. I only charged like £3 each for these comics. I was looking on bloody eBay, and people have sold them for £10 nearly. And I sold them. I said, I was really dead. I was thinking to myself, shall I say I can't sell them now because I found them elsewhere, going for more money. And I thought, no, I can't do that to Zlata. Can't do that to my girl Matilda. So I just sent them at the agreed price. And yeah, could have made more, but I didn't. So I'm not going to worry about it. These things happen. It's better to be honest with your dealings and whatever. That's going to be the word for the day. Actually, I'm going to do a search on this poetry website. I'm going to look up the word honesty. Let that be the day. Let me be the word of the day. Honesty. Oh, I've looked up honestly instead of honesty. No poems for honesty. Come on. This is funny. I'm listening to my podcast. I do when I do this. I've actually got to the part of my podcast where I do Poetry Corner. Well, this is weird. This has got nothing to do with. Honesty. I searched for honesty and it's come up with Haiti. Haiti and honesty. Do they go hand in hand? I'm not too sure they do. Haiti's, isn't that where, is it Papa Doc Duvalier was a blinking tyrant and they had various troubles there. But anyway, Haiti by Jennifer Rahim. For the earth has spoken to you, her magma creole, full-throated syllables uprising from deep down. An honest elocution, rudimentary sound, guttural. Nouns, forthright, strong, the rumble conviction of verbs. Unfettered by reticence as the first poetry of creation. A secret has passed between you, so wonderfully terrible. It laid your city's prostate, raptured your citizenry. Now we look to your remnant, courtesy cable TV, and garble theories thinking ourselves saved. Only the wise among us pin our ears to the ground, listening in hope of catching even a half syllable of the language forming like a new world on your tongue. There you go, that was Haiti by Jennifer Rahim. It was quite funny when I got to the bit about an honest elocution, was when I was unable to pronounce it properly. So my elocution was not good at reading that particular line about elocution. I'm not sure if I even said it right that time. Elocution, whatever. So that's it, that'll be enough for today. I've had a 17-minute walk, it's not too bad. That's not too bad, is it really? And you've had a poem. What more could you ask for? Let me just finish up by, once again, delighting you all with a glimpse at my handsome visage. Ah yeah, that's what we call a happy ending in the business. Bye till tomorrow.